Hello, me again. I had fun last week, and so I thought I'd do one more and see if you guys had fun too. Today, what we are making, and this is a funny angle because I've got my stove here with my double boiler. We are making a diaper stick for changing diapers. And where's my spritzy bottle? We had to do it today because we are out of tushie spritz. We use cloth diapers and cloth wipes, and so we make I make my own spritz to clean the boy. And so we're out, and I needed to make some, and we're out of diaper cream as well. So it seemed like fun and time to do both. So let's go ahead and get started. Everything here in front of me, hopefully. So let's see here. We are starting with beeswax. Sorry, my other measuring spoon, I stuck in a thing of shea butter, now it's stuck for now. So we're gonna get this one. So I buy the grated beeswax. So it's in these little, or the pelleted, whatever they call it, but it's in little pellets. So you don't have to, I don't even know, does it come in like a giant block? I mean, it's just miserable. I was told by a good friend to don't ever get the giant block or whatever it is. The pellets are so easy. So I'm making a double recipe because I'm going to do a second tube of just use this as a base and do different oils for correct heels. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm making a double recipe. So this is 3 tablespoons of one. So we're doing 6. Okay. And they kind of like stick in the spoon a little bit, but they're cute. So there they go. So I got my double boiler set up here, and all I do, I don't want to mess with the camera too much, but all it is a glass Pyrex bowl on top of a regular saucepan of water, which is already boiling. So hopefully we won't have too much of a delay while we're all staring at this, waiting for this to be done. And so the next thing is shea butter, and shea butter is really great for skin. It has a very low comedogenic rating, and I buy it in this big container. It just looks like fudge when you get it. It's quite disorienting. Couldn't even tell you. Hopefully I got the, unrefined yada yada magic stuff, but whatever this is, my face loves it. Felix's tush appears to like it, so there it is. So we are doing 2 tablespoons of this. I love it. Both of these are, slightly more solid than just a carrier oil, and so it's going to make more of a balm, especially with the beeswax. The beeswax is really going to make a balm. This just makes it like a little more solid, which can be nice, especially if we're going in a stick. The oils would just like seep out the bottom of the stick, and that would be pretty miserable. And the stick just makes it so easy to apply the oils, everything. It's just sticking in my finger. And some people even make like a carrier stick that doesn't have any oils in it that you can just apply onto your skin and put the oils right on top. So you can just easily apply oils and dilute them, which is convenient. So there's that. And then next we have coconut oil. And coconut oil has just a lot of great properties. It can be a little much for face, but it has a lot of good properties for skin otherwise. So I like using it in body stuff. So let's see, we got 2 tablespoons. And we're doubling, so that's 4. 2. 3. 4. All right. So there's that. Spatula would be good, but wouldn't want to have things like that prepped and ready to go or anything. So here we go. I'm just going to give it, that's the funnest thing, things. Give it a little stir. Alright, so this will need a couple minutes. So then while this is doing that, try to show you. I don't want to mess with the camera too much, but it's so fun to see it all. I'll flip it. It's all blobby and cool looking in there, but it kind of melds itself together pretty quickly. So, all right, and then while that's doing that, we're going to make our tushie spray, and I'm going to show you just how easy this is. Now, I go through this pretty quick, so I don't worry about using distilled water. Distilled water is important if you've got something that's going to be sitting for a really long time, like if you make eye makeup remover and you don't use it very quickly, or a cloth wipe solution that's like in a container that's closed and you're not going to go through it really, really fast. It could just grow mold. But I just use water because we go through it quickly, and you know, I use the water to cook and to bathe us and to wash our dishes. It's not going to poison us. So, got some water here, and it's mostly water. This is a super easy recipe. So we got that. And then this is Castile soap. This is Dr. Bronner's. There's a little bit of a glare, and it'll be backwards. This is the lavender scented Dr. Bronner's. And I bought this before I actually had lavender oil of my own. So you can also, I just was going for the smell, didn't know about the fabulous properties about it. So clearly the actual lavender is better. But you can get whatever scent you really want. And yes, lavender is fine for baby boys. If you've heard otherwise, please let me show you some studies on that. But so I'm just going to go ahead and toss them in here. This is the good soapy bit. It's so inexact. It's just, you know, something like a tablespoon is good, but it's really not that big a deal. And then we are putting real live lavender in for just general skin awesomeness properties, and tea tree for general germy murdering properties. And, you know, Felix is bigger than he once was, but we're going to go with 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 5 of each. Give this a little stir while I wait. It's coming along nicely. You can definitely see why on cooking shows they've got the, you know, done casserole already in the oven. It's melting nicely. There's still little blobs of shea butter and little pellets. But it'll come together in a really nice balm in just another minute. And I haven't made, I've definitely made diaper balm before, but I haven't made it into a, I don't know, did I say the other thing I'm going to make is a cracked heel stick with some different oils. And so I'm excited to make that just for using when I get out of the shower. Alright, and so we did our 5 of tea tree, and here's 5 of lavender. Okay, and so this just helps, you know, get him clean as we're wiping his little tush, and just helps with any of the, you know, general unfortunate situations that children tend to develop on their tush when they're wearing diapers. And so if you just shake up, it's a little bit, you know, white and cloudy because of the soap. But it works great. We just spray it on his tush and wipe him clean. And you can see all the bubbles now after I've shaken it. And easy peasy. And this is nearly done. Just those beeswax pellets are the last to go. So we do this part first. We always do the base first. You never want to heat oils on the stove or in the microwave. Similar to coconut oil or breast milk or like flaxseed, where you just kind of basically kill off all the good properties if you do that. So you don't want that. So we do it on the stove first, and of course half of it's sticking to my spatula, and then we give it a quick second to cool. I'm going to turn this fire down now because we got most of it. And then I'm going to section it out into my containers, which is the fun part. Some people just cook it. I just actually got glass measuring cups. I probably should do this next time. I've got the Pyrex measuring cups. So you can just use that, use either a mason jar, and just put it in the pan of water so that you can easily get it all cooking in there, and then just pour it straight into the jar. Would be pleasant. I'm probably just going to scoop it out. So let me see here. So I'm actually making a little extra of the diaper cream. This is a big one for home, a little one for the diaper bag. So we are going to, we're going to do math. This one is 2 ounces, which is 4 tablespoons. And this one is 1 ounce, which is 2 tablespoons. So that should be 6 tablespoons. How do we all feel about that? Well, it should be 6 ounces. There we go. There's my measuring. Okay, so I'm going to put 6 ounces in here. And I'm going to use the same carrier oils, not carrier oils, same essential oils in this as I did for the Tushie spray, for obvious reasons. Those are good. All right, we got my big glove. Okay, 6 ounces. Here we go. It's dripping. Okay, perfect. All right, I wasn't sure how much those would cook down, so that amount ended up making just exactly 6 ounces. So that's totally fine. So I've got it in my Pyrex now. I'm going to give it just a second to cool down, but not too much. You know, you just don't want, you want oils to be boiling, you know, that's the thing. And so it takes a lot. You know, the water was boiling below, but the actual solution is not boiling. So we should be okay. So I'm making 2 tubes. I did 5 drops in the bottle. I'm going to do like 10 drops a piece. 10, yeah, so here we go. I'm doing it. Sorry, it's too low. And then there's the lavender. So here's the tea tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more, 10. Okay. And I'm just going to get a regular spoon really quick. And just give it a little stir before it starts solidifying too badly. It's already sticking to the sides. All right, we're going to pour fast. Here's my big one. And I'll tell you right now, don't let your son throw this off the changing table onto the floor, because the bottom of the thing will snap out and it will bust completely, so it's a huge bummer. And so I'm going to put the lid on to try to keep it a little more in there, but I'm actually going to pop this in the fridge probably to make sure it is solid. But let's see how I did. I'm guessing the measurements here first. Ooh, awesome. Well, I love it. It's solidifying, like it's coming out and hardening like that. Yeah, I don't even know if this one needs clearly winter in Southern California. Somehow we managed it. My house is only 60-something degrees, so I'll just, and the great part is I can just, you know, heat this just a little bit, just enough to, oh yeah, that already dried. It's full of it. So I can scrape that off, or I can heat it just a little bit on the stove to try to get it soft again, and I can still use it, still get it out. So there we go. Tushie stick, lifting very carefully, and my spray. So I hope that was fun, really easy. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions. You guys have a good night.